All right, everybody. Nice to see you back here to watch this. This is going to be another episode on Studio Tech. Welcome to the Special Educator Series. I'm your host, Tom Hankins, instructor, tutor, consultant, and musician. I am going to do another video on some of the Studio Tech that I do. This one's going to involve the cameras that we are going to be using. Let's get down to business. For those of you that are listening, you can take a look at the bottom left of the screen. For those of you that are just listening, let's go over the business contacts. Our website is tsegrp.org, tsegrp.org. Direct email is host@tsegrp.org, host@tsegrp.org. Facebook and X are at TSEGRP, again at TSEGRP. And YouTube, a little different, TSEDGRP, TSEDGRP. Instagram, spell it all out, The Special Educator. Again, The Special Educator. If you've seen my videos before, you know I've got the little animated icons down there at the bottom for like, follow, subscribe, notify, questions, comments, things of that sort. Just remember, anything you do does help the algorithm, and we should be doing pretty well here by now. If you've been liking, I would appreciate it. I'm just going to go the full screen here so you can see what's going on. The camera that I use for doing the recording, the one that you folks are looking through or watching this through, is a very common camera. It's made by Logitech, and there are two items I bought from Logitech. Let's go over here so you can see it. I use the Logitech Stream Cam. It is a very, very common one. I know they have it in a couple colors. I have it in graphite. What's interesting about it, I'll get you the looks here. Not only can you set it up horizontally like that, but you can easily flip it around and flip it up and look at it vertically. So how it works is there's a clamp on the side. It pivots here. This hooks onto a screen. Works out very well. Give you a different look if you look at it. Works very well on just about any monitor. And I will say this, it's got a firm enough grip that it won't move out of position, but it's not so firm that you have to fight with it. I really do like this. It's worked very well. The other thing that I got with it is called the Litra Glow. Now, this particular one is just a fairly small panel for light. It's got a fusion panel on it. It's not terribly big. You'll notice it is very thin. And it does have controls on the back if you don't really want to run the software for it, the Logi software, which I find to be very, very useful. But when you see it, there are controls on the back. You can turn it on and off. If you don't want to hook it up to the computer and you just want to put a USB power strip there or something like that, you can operate it independently. So you have up and down and color temperature and on and off capabilities. So together, these devices came with, let me move this over here so you can see it here, with this. This is the Logi firmware that comes with it, and you have the Stream Cam and you have the Litra Glow devices already there, and you can control them individually, and plenty of settings between the two of them. The other camera that I use, and I do have it here personally, but I'm going to show you what it is a Zoom Q2N 4K. Now, this is a 4K capable camera. It does record very good audio. It actually has, if you look up here, zoom it in here, it does have two different cameras set off at different angles, so you do actually get a stereo capability with it. It's not a bad lens. It's got a 150 degree wide angle capability, which I think is awesome. It's got controls for microphone gain. You have USB input, and you have a mini or a micro HDMI there as well. Kit does come with a lens cover and a sunshade. The backside, very useful. You have video configuration, field of view, and different types of scenes. You have low cut filters, audio quality, auto gain capability. You have different formatting capabilities, and play, pause, power, delete, exit, and record are all there. On the other side, you can actually see that you have headphone and extension in capabilities, which I like as well, because I use this during live performances where you can actually record into from a board with stereo signal and record direct to this, bypass the microphones that are built in, and actually get a really high quality recording. So again, very, very low profile. It does have battery capability. There's also an external battery pack you can buy for it, or you can just run it on USB. So plenty of power options, plenty of connection options, has automatic volume, has manual volume. Let me go over here to the full cam so you can actually see it in hand. So this is the camera itself. Stereo offset microphones, decent lens. You have manual volume control, manual gain control. You have USB and micro HDMI inputs. Again, left side, you have an up and down lever, and you have headphone, or what we'll call audio out, and audio in capabilities. And then on the back, you have a little screen, and you have your button selections on either side, and you have your action buttons down here as well. Pretty solid. Mounts on a standard camera mount. And if you want to take a look inside, it is battery powered by standard AA batteries, and it does have a memory card slot there. So it has its own built-in storage, limited only by pretty much how much you want to put on it. So there you go for cameras. Oh, there's one other thing. You will see from time to time that I use a camera mount. So what I did is I bought a ball head mount that I can move this up and down in any direction. You know, tilts sideways, left, right, up, down. And it will, I think, work very well as a little table camera. So if I'm ever going to show you something up close, I could just mount the camera right onto that. So those are a couple of things about the cameras that I wanted to bring up with you. There's nothing here that is terribly expensive that I've shown you as far as the gear. So the other two videos that I did, there was one on the digital audio workstation that I use, and the external gear for controlling, which is all PreSonus stuff. I did a quick video on the two primary microphones that I use here to speak into. And this is the third video showing the cameras. Now that's pretty much the tech. I don't necessarily need to do a whole different deal on the cables and things like that. Rule of thumb is keep things decent quality. You don't need the best, but you don't want to go too cheap either. Rule of thumb, try it. If you like it, keep using it. If you don't, you can always get something a little bit different for the second time around. Anyway, I'm going to bring the music back up here while we go through the last bit of business. Once again, Special Educator Series. I'm your host, Tom Hankins, instructor, tutor, consultant, and musician. And our contact information down here at the bottom. The website, tsegrp.org. Again, tsegrp.org. Email host@tsegrp.org. Again, host@tsegrp.org. Facebook and X at tsegrp. At tsegrp. YouTube, TSEDGRP. Sorry, I had to throw an extra letter in there. At TSEDGRP. And then Instagram, you got to spell it all out. The Special Educator. Once again, I'm your host, Tom Hankins. Until next time, I hope to find you well and enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That does help us out. Thank you very much.